Hi friends, I wanted to show you a new math game. It's called 10 Frame Takeaway, and you will need a few different things to play this game. You will need your 10 frame. You will need something to fill your 10 frame with. So that could be beans, that could be pennies, that could be little cotton balls. Maybe you, with your Play-Doh, can make a little sphere and put it in there, 10 of those. You could use dots with your dry erase marker if that's what you wanted to do instead. So a 10 frame is something to fill it with, a dice, one dice, okay, to play the game with, and then you'll need a piece of paper and a pencil for writing some subtraction number sentences. So this is for moms and dads. Moms and dads, one note for you. Although we're going to learn how to write those sentences today, that may not be appropriate for all of the students in the class. So I'm going to be counting on you with your kinder. If they are working really hard at the counting part of it, working really hard at the concept of 10, and we took away this many, how many are left? If that concept feels tricky enough and like enough work, do not worry about writing the sentence to go with it. Those symbols can be an added piece of it, and so that can always be added on later, next week or another time when you play the game again. If your kinder is doing really well with the concept piece of it and that's going pretty quickly, why then it would make sense to go ahead and add on the number sentence piece of it. So I'm counting on you to watch it unfold, give it a few tries, and see how it's going. It's a good idea to stick with concepts or to add the symbols and the writing piece of it too. I'll show both things today though. All right, so friends, because I needed more than the 5 minutes, I'm going to have to take you for a little ride because I want you to see the material. So I'm going to move the Chromebook over by the materials so you can see what we're going to play with. So I'm turning over here and I'm going to move this. Okay, so you can see, now you'll just hear my voice, you can see that I have my 10 frame and I filled my 10 frame with little erasers. So that's what I'm going to use for the game. I also have my dice, okay, not the dice with the plus and minus, the one with dots on it. So we should all have one of those. And then I have my paper and I wrote 10 frame takeaway on it just for you to know the name of the game. You do not have to write 10 frame takeaway. I'm using marker because it's easier for you to see it. I want you for sure to use pencil because then we can erase if we make a mistake. Okay? So here is how the game works. The first thing you're going to do is to fill up your 10 frame with 10 of whatever you're filling it with. Again, if you're using dots, then you'll make a little dot in each of the 10 frames so that you have a full 10 frame. And then you're going to roll the dice to help you know how many to take away. So I'm going to roll my dice. And I got a 6. So I'm going to take away 6. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many do I have left? You can count. Maybe you are getting really good at just reading the 10 frame to see sort of what that shape looks like, and that's something we can be practicing. So I had 10, I took away 6, and now I have 4 left. Okay, so 10 take away 6 equals 4. Okay, I'm not going to write it down yet. I want to try one more time and then I'll show you the writing part of it. Okay, so now that was my turn. And I can go again. If you're playing with someone else, then they might take a turn. Okay, so I'm going to go again. I am here by myself, so I'm going to take another turn and I'm going to roll my dice again. I have 10. This time I'm going to take away 2. 1, 2. And how many do I have left? Maybe you're able to look at the top and say, oh, this top row is full. So I know there's 5, 6, 7, 8. So I had 10, I took away 2, and I have 8 left. Okay? I'm going to fill it back up. If you're using a dry erase marker, instead of taking things away, you would be erasing the number that you roll on the dice. So now this time I'm going to add the number writing piece of it too. And again, if you are practicing with just the dice and just the telling how many are left, that's okay. But I'm going to show the writing part of it for friends who are ready for that. Okay? And the first thing I want to show you is what our minus sign looks like. Okay, so in our number sentence, we know what plus looks like. Plus is that one that looks kind of like a T. Minus is just a line. Okay, so that's a minus sign. And in our number sentence, we would also use equal, okay, because that's part of number sentences too. Okay, so with writing a subtraction number sentence, how many do I have to start? You're right, we have 10. So I'm going to write the number 10. And please be careful with that 10 that you make the 1 come first. It's a teenager, so the 1 comes first and then the 0. Okay? 10. That's all I'm doing for right now. I have to see how many I'm going to take away. 10. I'm taking away 1, 2. Okay? 1, 2. And I realize this looks upside down to you, so I switched it. But I took away 2. Okay? And now, take away is where we put our minus sign. So I had, sorry friends, I had 10, and now I'm going to take away. That's my minus sign. 10, take away. And how many did I take away? How many are missing? 2. Okay, up, around, down, and across makes 2. So I had 10, took away 2. And now I'm going to tell how many are left. Okay, so remember with adding we count all together, but with subtraction we're going to tell how many are left. And so we use that equal sign. Had 10, take away 2. Equals, that means we're going to tell how many are left. And here we go. We said 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe you counted each one alone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and my 8 is like an S, and then it pulls back up to the top. Okay, let's try one more time. Okay, so I'm going to put these back on there. Oh, I rolled my dice and I got 3. Okay, so I had 10. Okay, and now I'm going to take away 3. 1, 2, 3. What's the symbol we use for take away? It's that minus sign. So I had 10. I took away how many? Take away. Friends, I have to turn this toward me. I took away 3. And now I'm going to do some counting of how many are left. Okay, so that's my equal sign because I'm doing some counting to tell how many are left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or if we're counting on 5, because that whole row is full, 6, 7. Across, slant down, and that's a 7. Okay. So, for sure, with takeaway, 10 frame takeaway, for sure all of my friends can do the part of rolling the dice, taking away, and then telling how many are left. For some of my friends, if you have practiced this and you've gotten really good at it, then you may try to write some number sentences. Okay? That is 10 frame takeaway. I hope you have lots of fun. Good luck.